Hello everyone. Let's check out our Tuesday daily single expansion, and we have Dark Ages. There's a look at the kingdom. Okay, I see Trashing, Forager, and Counterfeit. I see an attack in Marauder, but I'm a sucker for Marauder, and I should probably ignore it. There's no draw. There is a village, although there maybe isn't that much to... There aren't many terminals to get excited over. Squire is also a village, forgot about that. Trashing Squire gives us an attack, so either Marauder or Rogue. Alt VP in Feudum, but not exactly a great way of gaining silvers anywhere. I guess Squire can gain silvers, Armory can gain silvers. Rogue as an attack, okay, but what is it? Is that really what we're working towards, or do we want to rush for a Rogue? Probably want to Counterfeit faster than anything. So I'm almost certainly opening with a Forager, and is it Silver or Armory or what? The other thing, so it's not really a thing, but you know, if we have a fortress in hand and play multiple foragers, if we can get the most number of treasures we can get into the trash in this kingdom is 4. It's painful, right? You have to trash a gold. You'd have to trash a counterfeit. And then forager, trash fortress. Each of that gives you 4 coin. But that's not really something you can consistently do. What would another thing? Are there any other fun things we can do here? The other thing to be said about Marauder is it does give you the spoils, which are great as counterfeit targets. The trashing on this board isn't exactly phenomenal. So, oh, sorry, that is a 5th treasure we can get into the trash, is the spoils. So Forager can get up to 5, but I don't really think that's something worth aiming for. Will Rogue be anything special here? Marauder would be great if we could load them up with a lot of ruins, but I don't see that being a big... I don't see that, you know, there's only so often you can play Marauder. Maybe on a board like this, maybe once every, or like once a shuffle, so like once every 2 turns at the most. Okay, I think I'm gonna go Forager and Silver, and then try to get ourselves a counterfeit. Forager initially will trash the shelters. Counterfeit, when we get it, trash coppers. And then this might be kind of money-ish. Maybe we put a Rogue in at some point after the counterfeit. You know, it might be nice to hit some of their cards. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're likely hitting 5. Next turn. I think I'll just throw in another silver. Wow, they took another forager. They have 3 foragers. I think that's too much. Unless they're going to do the forager fortress thing. The problem is that completely breaks down when you start greening. A sage. Like, is there a way to... There's no way to, like, discard your provinces once you start getting them, is there? I think I'll probably just take another silver. I almost don't want a rogue now. I'm happy for them to... They're not going to be able to play these foragers forever. Maybe... I was going to say Marauder, but it would be so easy for them to trash the junk. So I don't know. What are we doing here then? I always forget that you can trash Fiefdom for more silvers. So we have the Necropolis left, is the only one. Is it just another silver? And then maybe add some golds and start provincing? They have so many foragers. You know, they're going to trash like 3 cards. They're going to trash 3 whole cards on their next, on this shuffle up here. And then I get a rogue. I don't want to trash their foragers and then add them to my deck. We'll see. I'm going to take a silver. I think this is going to be... We're going pretty money-ish here. They take a... oh my god. What do they do? Sage. Fine. Forager copper. Forager copper. Forager. I guess... Was their hand empty by this point? Yeah. Bought a silver. So am I just taking a gold? If I take a gold here and then take 2 golds on the next shuffle, I might be in a good position to then just start provincing. Yeah, so they are doing exactly that. I just don't understand. I don't think that is going to hold green very well. You need the fortress to collide with the foragers. Now I really don't want the rogue. I've had bad luck before with playing rogue and constantly hitting their fortress. It just increases their hand size. How stupid would it be to take a death card? I feel like I'm not thin enough for the I'm not thin enough to reliably line up the death card with the ruins. 5 is a really bad number. Maybe it's another counterfeit. I think I have 2 silvers. So we could think about getting rid of those on a counterfeit play when we get into the greening phase. So I have a forager and 2 counterfeits. on the next shuffle, I should get clean quickly. I'm considering then buying a squire here to add more silvers to the deck. They'd be good counterfeit targets. Problem is putting silvers into the trash will power up my opponent. But he's going to put a silver in the trash soon. So do I go gold squire and just add more silvers? I think I will. And now, oh, so they get a rogue. Yeah, this is actually kind of, that's going to be very annoying. So now I'm thinking, like, do I just start greening? So what are the targets that the rogue could hit? I've got silvers, gold, forager, counterfeit. Oh, wait, hold on. He's got to gain that back first. His rogue is doing nothing to me for quite a while. If anything, he plays the rogue. If he takes a silver, his foragers get weaker. Can I consistently green for a while here? I think I can probably take 3 provinces before I start to struggle with that. So he took a silver out of the trash. Now he's got a counterfeit. Okay, so what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't want to trash the gold though, because that hands it to him. Do I just trash another copper? I mean, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could be 11, but what does 11 do for me? I think we just do this. This is not a good hand. Would be really nice to get rid of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's gain that silver. He took another rogue on that turn. How did he get so many cards? Forager. Oh, I see. Trash squire, gain rogue. Plays rogue, gains back the forager. And then buys a gold and a squire. So is he trashing squires now to gain rogues? I guess so. I don't really want rogue. I don't know if I want anything here. Maybe another counterfeit. I have quite a few silvers in my deck now. We can start counterfeiting them. It's not really going to affect his forager, right? There's probably always going to be a silver in the trash for the foreseeable future. And now that I'm gaining silvers off of squire, counterfeit might be nice to boost up how strong those silvers are. This is no good. 2, 3, 4, 5. So I could get to 7. Doesn't really help. I mean, I could just trash the silver and take another gold. But should I be taking green? Should I take a duchy? Duchy is a rogue target, but not for a while. He's got to gain that stuff out of the trash first. And his foragers are putting stuff back in the trash. I really hope in the rest of my shuffle I can province twice. I don't know, maybe I'll regret this. Okay, so he's not doing a big fortress stuff on that. Another province. Okay, hold on. 4. So this is 8. Could be 11. But what am I taking on 3? I think I just take a province. This is good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another province. And then what does he need? I think I take the province here, right? Like, I take a province. He needs province, duchy, estate to win. It's not impossible, but, or, you know, some other miracle like play rogue and trash my duchy. I think we have to. Let's see what they can come up with. Okay, yeah, so they have to go for the alt VP, and I think at this point we're just gonna win, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, this was probably the best that I've ever played a money-ish type strategy before. Maybe there were some things I didn't that could have been done better. Like, I don't believe in the forager fortress thing on this kingdom. If you can draw a lot, if there were a smithy here, sure, then do that. Put a lot of those treasures in the trash and then just forage. You'll get really thin of your starting cards. And then just pick up, it's a little risky having too many foragers. You'd still need a bunch of villages and draw. But, if you can say you get 4 treasures into the trash, playing 5 foragers, 20 money, you're making big plays, I guess, at that point. The hard part there might be getting enough treasures into the trash. But, yeah, and in fact, Rogue can spoil that plan by taking treasures out of the trash. But, yeah, I definitely do not believe in the Forager Fortress thing here. Like, I think the only way to increase hand size at all here is if your opponent plays Rogue, hits a Fortress, and it goes into your hand. So it's cool to be able to do that, trashing the Fortress over and over. But with no draw, like, how are you lining up? How are you guaranteeing the Forager and the Fortress line up, especially when you start greening? It's just not going to be consistent. I don't know if that was what the AI... you can't really say the AI was trying to do anything with the way it's trained, but it looks like that's what it's going for, right? 3 Foragers and a Fortress, although it's gotten rid of one of these. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, that was fun. Thanks for watching.